here to kick off the weekend, except those who are still at work. Hang in there, you'll be free soon. Meanwhile, try to avoid boss aggros while you join me for this week's weekly Ribbon Unravel, where we give you an English rundown of the previous week's events. And this show was created to help international Iceribbon fans keep up to date with the happenings at Iceribbon, and also to guide new fans or potential fans into the world of Iceribbon. This is a one-man show produced entirely by myself voluntarily, so if you enjoy the show, please do consider supporting via super chats, or at the very least, watching the initial broadcast and participating in the live chat to help viewership and engagement. And this show is pre-recorded, and this particular episode was filmed on May 17th, Tuesday. And however, during the initial broadcast, I am right there in the chat with you. So please join the conversation and chat with me and the others. And now on with the news. We're going back a week from the day of recording. Have you ever heard of the term OG? No, not the Western OG that means original gangster. There's a different meaning in Japanese. So in Japan, OB stands for old boy and OG stands for old girl. These are the Japanese terms used to refer to alumni, old boys, and the alumni, the old girls. So anyone who graduated or is a former member of a school or association, or in this case, wrestling promotion, would be called an OB and OG. And speaking of which, we recently had two Iceribbon OGs who came to the dojo to train with Asahi and now Ishikawa.
今日は一緒に練習をすることになりました。アイスリボン OG の南ひかりさんと日向さんです。南ひかりです。平野です。ただ自分がちょっと腕を負傷してしまいまして動けないので、今回は助っ人を呼びました。
石川奈緒です。よろしくお願いします。ちょっと急遽だったんで 10% 直しなんですけど、今日はやめてください。やめてください。はい、今日は助っ人として頑張りたいと思います。お願いします。
うわー、大丈夫ですか？うわー、うわー、きれい。おー、うわー、おー、うわー、きれい。
You can see the full video on the Iceribbon YouTube channel. If you want to see Hikari Minami and Hinata in Iceribbon ring action, you can check out a whole bunch of classic Iceribbon matches on the Iceribbon Nico Nico channel for a membership fee of 550 yen per month. This membership will give you access to a large archive of Iceribbon matches dating back to over 10 years ago. It's a great way to witness the history and evolution of Iceribbon. And this week, there was no dojo match because we traveled all the way to Kagawa Prefecture for the Sakaide Pro Wrestling Festival. This Iceribbon show also featured special offer matches from Udon Pro Wrestling and Freedoms. This show was held at the Sakaide City Gymnasium. Outside, there were a bunch of food trucks serving lots of delicious treats, yakisoba, shaved ice, meat skewers, crepes, and many more. There's also a truck that specializes in sudachi, which is a citrus that is a specialty of Tokushima Prefecture. Sakaide Ribbon's start time was 1 p.m., but there was a mini stage outside the venue that featured some local idol performances starting from 9:30 a.m. Doors to the main arena opened at 12 noon. As is usual with plenty of city-owned indoor gymnasiums in Japan, you are not allowed to step on the floors with outside shoes. So, audience members were required to remove their shoes and carry them in the plastic bags provided. Remember this when you are planning to watch a show held in an indoor gymnasium in Japan. There was still an hour before the show starts, so inside the venue there were a few more opening acts. Iceribbon style of pro wrestling, Tsukasa Fujimoto, Totoro Satsuki, Ibuki Hoshi, and Asahi gave everyone a brief lecture on Iceribbon's pro wrestling rules.
勝敗がつく、2つあります。3カウントとギブアップ、この2つで勝敗がつくんですけれども、まず1つ目は3カウントというものでして、両肩がマットに3秒間3カウント、ついたらいぶきさんは負け、そして上に乗っかっているトトロさんが勝ちとなります。じゃあいきますよ。フォール1、2、3、はい、この状態でトトロさんの勝ち、いぶきさんの負けとなります。この時まだ続行となります。
And with that done, it's time for some pro wrestling! Udon Pro Wrestling Offer Match, 6-man tag match. Phoenix Haru and Imabari Towel Face and Udon Jiro versus Gonzo Kikumagawara and Yoshino River and Maruyoshi. Udon Pro Wrestling's roster are quite proud of the area's local specialties. Imabari Towel Face is named as such because of the town Imabari in Ehime Prefecture. This is Japan's largest producer of towels. In fact, in Imabari, there is a towel museum where you can see all sorts of towels, plus collaborations with many beloved characters. That's cool. I want to go there. I'm going to try to go there next time. As for Udon Jiro, Kagawa is known for its delicious udon noodles. There are over 600 udon shops in Kagawa. In fact, that morning, we all had udon for breakfast.
Morning! We are now at Sakaide, and before we go into the venue, we're having breakfast. So, this is an udon restaurant. Now, I'm not gonna interview anyone right now because nobody has makeup on, and generally people don't accept me. Nobody likes being shown without their makeup on. But I have Gyunikudon. Oh, Adachi, stop photobombing. I have, this is Gyunikudon. I kind of messed it up, sorry. I started eating before I remembered to take a video. But this is like beef with udon noodles, and I have eggplant and lotus root tempura. And thank you, Angelo, for taking care of everyone's breakfast. Thank you so much.
Now let's continue. First match, tag match, 15-minute limit. Hamuko Hoshi and Yuko Sakurai versus Hikari Shimizu and Sha.
Okay.
Hamuko Hoshi pins Sha at 9 minutes 55 seconds with the ham roll. Second match, single match, 15-minute limit. Maya Yukihi versus Natsumi. Yukihi defeats Natsumi at 9 minutes 4 seconds with the Tsulala. Third match, tag match, 20-minute limit. Saori Ano and Yappy versus Daihoma and Bani Oikawa. Submits Yappy at 11 minutes 35 seconds with the T control. I just can't get up. Break, can I? Buisit naman yan eh. Buntik na ako manalo. Malapit na lang yung partner ko. Hindi mo tayo maayos eh. Ang bagal-bagal. Layo-layo sa ring. Di tuloy na cut. Excuse me. Alright, let's continue. Fourth match, Freedom's offer match, single match. 20-minute limit, Takashi Sasaki versus Violenta Jack. Violenta Jack defeats Takashi Sasaki at 9 minutes 28 seconds with the Amatrang. Fifth match, tag match, 20-minute limit. Rina Yamashita and Maika Ozaki with Rankai Cho versus Naoshikawa and Misa Kagura. Rina Yamashita pins Naoshikawa at 13 minutes 42 seconds with a diving body press. Sixth match, six-man tag match, 30-minute limit. Totoro Satsuki and Miyuki Takase and Sumika Yanagawa versus Yuki Mashiro and Ibuki Hoshi and Kaho Matsushita. Ibuki Hoshi pins Sumika Yanagawa at 18 minutes 58 seconds with the Evening Star. Ibuki then makes an announcement regarding the Ice Cross Infinity Belt.
今アイスリボンにシングルチャンピオンがいないってことですよね。だったら王座決定戦とかどうでしょうか。IC クロスインフィニティのベルトをかけたトーナメントでもいいしリーグ戦でもいいんですけど、どうでしょうか。やりませんか。社長、どうでしょうか。OK いただきました。
Looks like things are gonna be heating up at the dojo. Watch for it. And after the show, we had an after event at the local izakaya where everyone enjoyed some food and drinks. The food kept coming and the booze was free-flowing. Of course, the underage wrestlers dined in a separate private dining room together because they are too young for alcohol shenanigans. Not till you're 20, girls. We stayed at the hotel for the night, and then in the morning, it was back on the road to return to Saitama. It was about a 10-hour ride, so there were a lot of pit stops on the way.
そうだね。はーい。こんにちは。何の橋これ？橋の名前なんね。なんだっけ？お。
明石海峡橋だ。明石海峡。
こっちでこれはスマホスポット。あ、ヤッピーも入る。見えない。あ、これは橋のロープ。
こんだけいっぱいいろんな。
Oh, so this is a cut sample of the rope used for that bridge over there. So this is how big the rope is. Wait, I need someone for scale. 鹿ちゃん、ちょっとこっちサイズ見せたいから。Yappy です。はい。So this is the rope compared to Ishikawa. Very big rope. ありがとう、石川。She's so sleepy. Mosaic. She doesn't have makeup on, so she's reminding me to mosaic her face. そうだ。ヤッピーの財布忘れないように。
ね、やっぱなんかパールブリッジね。
ああ、そうですね。Pearl Bridge. 明石海峡 Bridge. 明石 Pearl Bridge. And there's a Ferris wheel.
ここ淡路島。
淡路島。
あそこがもう兵庫県。
あ、兵庫県。ああ。
ここ淡路島と兵庫県。
Ah, so right now we are in Awajishima, and that island across is Hyogo, and that's where Kobe is. Kobe ですね。あ、Kobe 好きです。Kobe beef。
だからこれが淡路島来ると、
はい。
こっちがここが神戸。
神戸。
で、こっちが徳島の四国。
あ
四国と神戸の間にある島だから。
はい。
それのこの神戸との間の島がこれ。
ああ、これです。はい。はい。ありがとうございます。勉強しました。レイラちゃん。So when you go shopping for food souvenirs in Japan, there's always like a sample display, so you know what the stuff inside looks like. And then this is the actual box that you buy. But like, so you know, of course this is like a pretty fine version of what you're getting, but yeah, so this is what they look like. Cheese grill, milfil, dorayaki. Ishikawa. Nemu Ishikawa. Nani? Nani ga anno?
レイナちゃんが UFO キャッチャーやってる。
おーチャレンジ。
ここにいるんですよ、クラゲが。
何？あ、クラゲが。頑張れ。
クラゲなんかいる？
俺なんか取れるようなバイクじゃないの。
近いな。
どれがクラゲ？
その真ん中の白いやつです。
見えない。
これ
あ、かわいい。かわいい。
これ？
ねえ。これ取りやすい。そこ。
これいけますか？
そう、いけそう。
この辺ね、あれの白いやつ。
頑張れ。頑張れ。石川。頑張れ。いけ、プリンセスいけ。いけ。おお、深くに。ああ。惜しい。
気をつけてね、1万円クラゲになっちゃうよ。あそこ回っちゃうんだ。なるほど。やっぱうるさいな。うるさい。うるさい。ごめん。頑張れ頑張れ。クラゲいけそう。ねえ。じゃあ諦めよう。1万円クラゲになっちゃうからやめよう。 Unfortunately, we weren't able to win Rina any toy jellyfish at the UFO catcher machine. She really loves jellyfish. It's okay, Rina. There are plenty more jellyfish in the sea. And watch out for the upcoming Iceribbon matches this coming week. May 21st, 5 p.m. at the Iceribbon dojo, Iceribbon 1202. Iceribbon YouTube channel members can watch this show streamed live. And for this week's Q&A, first question: how do wrestlers handle taking falls? In Japanese pro wrestling, taking a bump or a fall is called ukemi, which is what it's also called in traditional martial arts like jiu-jitsu and judo. You have to train your body to immediately take an ukemi position when you are taking a fall to prevent yourself from sustaining any serious injuries. Let's have Ishikawa show us the basics.
持っとってよ。持っとっているよ。そう。はい、石川。今日は石川、みんなを受け身教えてくれる？じゃあ、No, teach you.
Teach you.
I will teach you.
Teach you.
そう。石川 will teach you.
Teach you.
石川 will teach you.
石川 will teach you.
そうです。OK! 石川先生。最初は、後ろ受け身のこと、どうやってやりますか？
そのままやりますか？
最初は説明してください。受け身の。そう。
まずは、
はい。はい。
で、
そうだね。ポイントは、
首をちゃんと引いて、
そう。
背中をフラットにして、手と背中と全部同時に。
そうですね。なんで首を引いてますか？
首は頭の衝撃、ぶつける衝撃を防ぐためです。
そうです。
はい。
そして立つから。
OK。
はい。
いきます。
はい、お願いします。どうでしたか？
どうでしたか？
痛かった？
痛いけど、フラットな方がちょっとだけダメージが少なくて済む。
確かに。そしてお尻のポイントは？
お尻のポイントは、お尻をならないように、お尻を上げて、
そう、
お尻を
上げて、
背中の全部をフラット。
はい、オッケー。上げて、もう一回お願いします。
はい、いきます。お尻上
はい、ありがとうございます。そして次は前置きには、
げる。オッケー。どこからやろう？
はい、ここから、はい、ジャンプから、はい。
オッケー。いきます。
お願いします。わー、ポイントは？入る。
オッケー。ポイントは、手はおにぎりです。
はい。
そして顔をぶつけないようにしっかりストップ。
はい。
そして膝のお皿が当たらないように、膝の少し上。
そう。皿なら痛いでしょう。そしてお腹は
腹筋に力をグッと入れて、べちゃっとならない。
はい。そうです。そして手首の一番大事なポイントはね、
こうじゃなくて、
そう
こうじゃなくて、
そう、こ これなら何やってますか？
骨折します。
してるでしょう。
そう、私も骨折しました。
はい。そうです。そうです。
そう。
はい。そしてマイクにもう一度見てください。見せてください。あ、それからの OK。いきます。はい。よし、ありがとうございました。石川先生、ありがとう。Teach you. Thank you.
These are the first bumps you will learn if you study pro wrestling. Of course, there are many other different bumps to use depending on the situation, but these are what wrestlers use the most. Generally, you will not be allowed to debut until you learn how to bump properly because otherwise, it will not be safe for you to be in the ring. Second question. I sometimes see wrestlers with sponsor brands on their gear. How does sponsoring a wrestler's gear work? Is there a proper flow as to how it's done? Not really. Sometimes a wrestler will think, oh, I think it's time for a new set of gear, and tap some bodies that they think would be able to sponsor. And other times, a sponsor will approach a wrestler and say, hey, if you would like some new gear, I would be happy to sponsor it. They can sponsor the entire cost or a fraction of the cost. If the sponsor is a company, they may ask that their logo be placed somewhere in the gear, although it's not always mandatory. Private individuals don't usually ask for logos to represent them, but a wrestler may offer to put something like a patch or a symbol to represent that person to thank them, although it's entirely up to the parties involved. There's no set rule on how it's done. So, if you feel like sponsoring a wrestler's gear, feel free to get in touch. Please refer to episode 6 Q&A regarding the cost of gear. And if you have any other questions, feel free to send them by DM to the Iceribbon English Twitter account. I'll select a question or two to answer every week. And with that comes the end of this week's weekly Ribbon Unravel. Thanks for tuning in today, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's show. Thank you for all your support, and I look forward to reporting for you again next week. And now to close the show, when I say be happy with pro wrestling, I'd like you guys to yell, Iceribbon in the comments. Are you ready? Let's go! Be happy with pro wrestling!